welcome back everyone to Who Would Win. From Oka, we have the third of the Supernatural crew. Because we've done Dean, we've done Sam, now we gotta do Bobby. Wait, you built a angel-proof panic room? What, I had a weekend off. Bobby, you're awesome. God damn, we all love Bobby so much. And we're in season 7 right now. If you haven't watched Supernatural, spoilers. But for all of us who actually have watched Supernatural, man, the fact they killed Bobby, it sucked. But the fact that he came back as a ghost really helped. And I know he shows up again later on in some of the later seasons as well. But man, Bobby's just kind of like that legit chill guy. You know, I mean, not chill, but he's the guy you would want to have a beer with. He's just the kind of guy you'd like to hang out with. But he's also, it's like, yeah, I taught your kids everything I know. I didn't teach you everything. I taught you kids everything you know. I didn't teach you everything I know. He's that guy. He's the guy everyone goes to. Who doesn't love Bobby? And was it Jim Beavers? That's his name. I love the actor who plays him. I love anytime he shows up in anything. But the question is, what would his Zanpakuto be? Now, with Dean, if I remember correctly, I leaned a little bit into the Mark of Cain. And it was a bit more of a physical-based Zanpakuto. With Sam, I leaned more into his demon blood origin. But Bobby is the one here who's very much, there's nothing really all that special about him in that sense. He is just a normal guy. But he is the go-to guy for information on supernatural things, how to kill them. He's been doing this way longer than either Sam or Dean. So I like it like this. He's the one who has a straight keto type Zanpakuto. Now, its standard form would still be a katana. Its release would be give him either give him hell. Give him hell's not bad because it does have to kind of coincide with his orneriness a little bit. Give him hell, or show me what you got. Like literally, show me what you got. Now, its name is actually a very simple name. It's counterattack or Hangeki. Its Bankai's name is counterattack all or nothing, or Hangeki Kai Soretomo Zenmetsu Kai. Now, its spirit, that's a trickier one. I would imagine it could look something like a librarian, but like a withered librarian. Its Shikai, I don't think it changes that much. I think it goes from a katana to maybe more like just a standard like broadsword, maybe a little bit more ornate, but more to the point, it keeps adding symbols. Like first time you used it, it started with nothing. But basically what it does is that it acts a little bit like Urahara did against Yami. What do I mean by that? Well, Urahara, basically, by analyzing Yami's technique, all that, was immediately able to counter his bala. I think because if we're extending into Bobby's cautious nature, his willingness to learn and, have knowledge, and his needing to help people and, have kill as many things as he needs to, I think what it does is it absorbs knowledge and reishi from something to form a proper counterattack for it. So example, if he's first time he fought a hollow, the hollow, he counteracts the Sero with his blade. He's unable to stop it, and then maybe he ends up killing it. And the next time he fights a hollow, he's able. The sword immediately has either an absorption effect on the Sero or on the hollow Ryatsu, or it just negates it, or it deflects it. Either way, essentially, it's a countermeasure type of Zanpakuto. But it's a Zanpakuto where he needs to amass techniques. He needs to amass knowledge. And basically, it's kind of like, we don't know for certain what Sternwater was it KG9, what his actual shrift was, but because he was K, we are all under the assumption that it's the knowledge. Which means if he knows enough about something, he's going to be either immune to it or at least have a firm counter for it. That's kind of what we did here with Bobby, or what I did with Bobby. And a new symbol appears on the blade every time he's gained immunity or, countermeasure at any rate to the individual at hand. its Bankai would have all that on display. It really would be more like Tozen's Bankai, where the blade wouldn't change, but you were now like in a domain. You're in an area of effect, and everything all at once is happening. Now you might say, well, isn't that the same as a Shikai? Not exactly, because the Shikai it still has to do it all. If you're being attacked by two things at once, two different things, let's say a Sarah from a Hollow and a arrow from a Quincy, you're only going to be able to block one of those. I think another fun idea, though, for the Bankai would also be kind of like store what people kind of theorize Ukitaki's Bankai might be, where it has stored up techniques that it has absorbed. And when Ukitaki releases his Bankai, all those techniques are at his disposal. So it could also be something like that, where everything he's learned, encountered, he has on some level stored up and has use of it. But the thing is, I don't think it'd be a Bankai you'd want to use very often, because I think it could have the very strict weakness that people theorize Aizen's Bankai actually has of releasing the effects of his Shikai. People theorize, I believe there's like one offhanded statement somewhere that comments that Kyokasui gets his Bankai, doesn't matter how powerful it is, it would release the effects of his Shikai, meaning everyone who is under Kyokasui gets his influence would no longer be under their influence. And that would make complete sense as to why Aizen doesn't use it. It's not because it's not powerful. It's just having everyone under the effects of Kyokasui Getsu is just far more advantageous. I think that could be the same effect here, where, yes, he has all these stored up abilities because of the countermeasures he's created. And he can still be able to counter things. But after he reseals the Bankai, he'd have to start from scratch. So, yeah, I think it's a Bankai that works in Bobby's favor. Especially for a guy who's kind of a prepper, definitely a bit of not a conspiracy nut per se, but definitely a doomsdayer a little bit, definitely, and has seen enough shit to be warranted of that. I think it's a Zanpakuto that fits him pretty well. So it's also a Zanpakuto, for example, that it's not a melee type. It can still be used for a sword fight, 1000%, but it's not as like if he goes against, say, Ichigo, Kenpachi, Kyoraku, and just straight swords, he doesn't have a counter for sword. That's not something his body like his Zanpakuto is designed to do. That's just, I mean, yes, he could maybe react to the Ryatsu, but his Ryatsu isn't going to increase to counter someone like Kenpachi, whose Ryatsu is insane. And so there's nothing like there's in theory, if he went against, say, Nozarashi released and its sword got cut in half, but Bobby survived. I guess in theory it would develop a countermeasure for Nozarashi. I'm guessing. So maybe, but yeah, in a straight physical altercation, the Zanpakuto is just a sword. Whereas in a Bankai, or in a non-physical altercation, that's where the Bankai really shows. Like, Ken versus Kyoraku would be really interesting. Because we still don't even know how many games Katen Kyokatsui actually has. So, like, him developing countermeasures for every single game would be actually really interesting to see. And then if he survives the Bankai miraculously, then he'd have countermeasures for the Bankai. But therein lies the one other real weakness of this blade. It's not instant countering. He has to experience the attack to be able to counter it later on. So ultimately, yeah, I'm gonna say that's what I think his Zanpakuto would most likely be. Until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.